Hi! Welcome back to my YouTube channel, and it's a very special edition because we are in New York with the runner-up of Asia's Next Top Model Cycle 3 and also the mentor of Season 6. The newest one is Supermodel Me.
Season 6.
Season 6. What? Season 6. Oh yeah, because like the Supermodel Me, they have it before.
Yeah, they had it before, and now they brought all of us into Season 6 Supermodel Me, so watch out for that.
Oh, so excited. But then this time we're gonna talk more about Monica from the Philippines, who spread the wings in New York. Okay, Monica, how are you?
Oh my god, I'm so good. I'm so happy to see you here. Always like Asian faces in New York. We're so proud.
Yeah.
Yes.
Of course, like, and also congratulations for the new campaign, Ralph Lauren. Like,
Thank you.
Girl.
Thank you.
You makes Philippines proud of you.
And Asia. Come on.
Yes, of course, of
All
course.
Asia.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, Mon.
Mhm.
We're just gonna talk more about you and Asia's Next Top Model. Talking about the competition in Asia's Next Top Model. What makes you want to join the competition?
So in the Philippines, I joined 2 before Asia's Next Top Model. The first one was like a magazine, like top fashion crew kind of thing. And I second place.
Uh-huh.
So I was like, oh, no, I need to join again and win. So I joined the Century Tuna Super Bods. So it's like Super Bods, you know, kind of competition. And I won that. Yeah. And then from there, I was like, you know what? I'm a model, and how do you become the best in the world? I want to go to like international because I was only Philippines.
Uh-huh.
So Asia's Next Top Model showed, and I wanted to join and win that. But when I joined Season 2, I didn't even get in the show.
Oh,
Did you know that?
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Like, so you actually go to casting for the
Season
season
2. Yeah, and I remember when in the Philippine casting, I go super early, put my name, number 1, Monica Santa Maria. Yeah. But I didn't get in. So, Season 3, when I found out, I'm like, you know what? I'll go there, number 1, Monica. Yeah.
Again?
Yeah.
You know,
in the line. I'm number 1 in the line. So, when I went to the interview, that's exactly what I said. I'm like, you know, I really want this. Season 2, I'm number 1 in the list, you know, and in Season 3, I'm also the first person on the list. So, I really want this. And I think maybe that's the reason why I got in. Because I claim. Yeah, I'm like, excuse me, you know, I tried. Even in the sign-up sheet, I'm like number 1.
if you get a chance to reshot your photo shoot challenge in Asia's Next Top Model Cycle 3.
Oh, which one?
Yeah, which one?
I mean, of course, wait, you know what?
Uh,
I would initially say, of course, the Zalora challenge because that's the one time I was bottom 2. I was bottom 2 because I was so like, the one time, like the time limit, and I'm not so good with styling myself, and I got so stressed, you know, so that one I would change. But because of that bottom 2, the next challenge was Subaru, and they gave us limited. The bottom people got only 10 frames to complete the challenge, while all girls had more photos, you know. But because of that, it made me more like, that's how I want this photo.
wow. Fire on fire,
Yeah.
girl!
So I don't know, like I would change that, but then again, it might, you know, maybe I won't have the motivation to be best photo next episode. So
Everything happens for a reason.
exactly.
You know,
So
like,
maybe I don't want to change anything.
yes. Okay.
Okay.
What makes you so driven in the competition?
Interesting. I think Filipino pride.
Like Indo Pride too.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean,
I feel like
yeah.
we're very patriotic, maybe. Yeah, I don't know which part of Southeast Asia's like countries are patriotic, but you know what I mean, right? We're so proud of our country. It drives you to become, you know, competitive, or like to, you know, to bring pride back to your country.
Yeah.
So that really made me like competitive. Yeah.
Wow. How do you feel when you in the model house flashback?
I mean, when I was a contestant, it was really not good. Just because like you constantly don't know what's gonna happen. You don't have any, okay, first of all, no phones or no internet back then. Second, like all of a sudden the cameras can just like come 5 in the morning and just film you. You don't know what's gonna happen the next day or within the next hour. You're in the mercy of like what happens in the show. You know, it's crazy.
Yeah. It's like every day is a surprise.
Yeah, in 3 months, you know, and you know people, it's going to be aired all over Asia, whatever they capture. So it's so stressful. It was very stressful. But as a mentor or like guest in the show,
after that,
yeah, after that, when you actually know what's gonna happen, it's so much fun. When I'm not the contestant. You know what I mean? It's so much fun because it's like, I know what it feels like.
Obviously, who is your closest one in the model house was
Amy. Yeah, I love
Hi,
Amy.
Duh. Obviously. Okay. Can you tell us what happened with you and Gani in model house? Are you still keep contact with her?
Me and Gani, you know, we really were the least friends in the model house, and currently, no, we don't really like talk, but we all have our own paths, and I think she's really successful in Indonesia, and that's all that matters, you know. So I'm really happy for her, and it's been maybe like 8 years now. But yeah, we're not necessarily close until now. So
okay,
you know, that's it. Yeah,
they have their own
paths. Paths again. We're talking about everybody's path. You know, everybody. Some become friends, some don't, and that's how the world works. You can't please everybody. You know.
Wow, I like that answer.
Yeah,
I like that answer.
Oh, but I want to tell, like, back then I was so affected, you know, because I feel like everybody's supposed to like you. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Yeah. So back then I'm like, oh, why we're not click? Like, what did I do wrong or whatever? But now, you know, when you get older, you accept, like, not everybody will be your best friend, and it's okay. Yeah, so that's what I learned now. And, through that lesson with Gani,
Yes. I love that girl.
Yeah, when we get older, you realize.
Yes. Means we already old. When you done your show as a runner-up, did you go back to Philippines?
Okay, so when I was a runner-up in season 3, I felt like, oh, this is my entire career. I lost, so I was like, okay, I think I quit modeling. So I moved to Malaysia instead of the Philippines to like pursue a career somewhere else. Like I worked with Lululemon for like 2 years actually.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, so I was like, you know, maybe modeling's not meant for me. But after a while, I realized like, it's what you do after the show that's important, right?
That is very important.
So important. And for us, like the show gives you the stage. Everybody gets the same audience. Brands still wanted to work with me. Like I had people who really believed in me. And so when I continued like modeling again around Asia, it was actually so helpful because it really elevates you from just like a model in the Philippines to a model in Asia. So yeah,
it's okay. Even the runner-up, but ever since the season 3, you always been in the competition, like you know,
throughout life. You know,
hello, every year, girl.
Yeah.
Every season. 4, you become the guest mentor.
Yeah.
And then like season 5, you were the mentor.
Because of Subaru, like we would like guest. And then season 6 was the mentor. Yeah.
Yes. And then like Supermodel Me. Like, you know what I mean.
Yes.
So you always been in the show every season.
Yeah. Thank you.
How much Asia's Next Top Model affect your career as a model?
It's interesting again. I think Asia's Next Top Model, when you enter it, you think it affects your entire career. And then when you get out of it, you realize it doesn't really affect it at all. But now, because it's like 8 years later, I realized that it does affect you up to a certain extent. Because first, it really like gains you a good stage and audience that you get to carry with you onwards to New York. Like New York doesn't really necessarily care about, oh, were you in Asia's Next Top Model? They don't really care, but at the same time, because of the audience that and the people who really believe in me that follows me on social media, they see the value in people like us, you know, who had that stage. So I would say like 50-50, right? Yeah. Nowadays, because social media is so in now, so it matters now. Yeah.
I realized that like
for me,
Asia's Next Top Model 100% like changing my life. I knew it because Yusai and Kenneth was telling me like, you are more than just a model. I will see you on TV. At that time, right? So like, you know, because they are very expert in their industry, So like now we as a judge, we can see that, right? Like okay, this
That's
girl like they
true.
have the potential, not only just a model, you can do like hosting or something like that. That's what now how I feel. Why they say that to me? You know what I mean?
Yeah, and I would imagine back then you're like, what are you saying, that I cannot win this because I'm not model enough? But actually, that's a great thing what they said. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, like they're like I remember Kenneth was like, I was like, I really want to be in a fashion model. She was like, it's okay, honey. Commercial is making more money than fashion. I'm like, I remember that I was in a like scene
What did you
where
feel? But what did you feel when he first said that?
I'm like, okay, I have to face that the fact I am a commercial model.
Well, that's good. You were able to embrace it
Yes,
immediately.
I have to embrace it. I'm like, okay, at the end of the day, what do you want from that? Like, that's why like I still do like some fashion shot, but it's just for fun.
Yeah.
You know, like some
It's true. Commercial does.
right?
Commercial
like,
does earn more. It's true.
Uh-huh.
But I feel like for people who try to like aspire to be models, maybe back then,
Yeah.
you'll be like, what do you mean I can't do high fashion? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I feel so insecure when people used to say that. But now it's like, why? Why?
Yeah, and
You
then
should just embrace it, you
Yeah,
know?
yeah. like how long you been in New York right now? Like,
It's
in the
been
US?
like maybe 3.5 years.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's been 3.5 years. What is your biggest achievement in terms of career?
Okay, so I think the best answer for that is I feel like the biggest achievement has been what's been happening this past few months. Because this is the first time where I realized like I'm my own boss. I'm the boss of who I am, you know, because before my career, yes, you know, I walk Fashion Week sometimes, or like I book Banana Republic, but back then I wasn't happy, you know, because you're always like trying to be something else, or I'm not skinny enough, or I'm, you know, I never felt enough. But this time I'm confident, you know, I'm Monica. Brands will book you if they really wanted you, they'll book you for who you are, why you pretend to be somebody else. So now whoever brands book me, like recently is Ralph Lauren. I watch out for the next brands that are coming out.
Ooh.
I can't say yet because it's not out.
Wow.
Watch out for that. They all book me for who I am, and so I feel like I'm in a good place now. So right now, working with One Management is the best time of my career. Yeah.
It's on the pic right now. Duh.
Watch out.
Watch out, girls.
I'm excited.
What is the difference between modeling in Asia and US? And what's the downside, pro and cons?
So okay, I will start with the pros of Asia.
Uh-huh.
I feel like in Asia it's easier for us to start in the beginning because it's easy to break out. Like once your name is out there a little bit, then you can find jobs easily. Also because you can speak the language in Asia, you know, you can relate more to the brands because you're Asian. So it's easier to like, you know, gather a lot of like connections and jobs, but it pays so much less, you know, compared to the US. So with US, oh my god, the first 2 years so hard, you know, because I feel foreigner, it's very hard to connect with people. So first 2 years you're like, oh my god, so expensive, I don't have money, you know. But then when you start like connecting with people, you really like fight through the hard parts, you earn much better in the US. You earn US dollar.
Oh, wow, hello.
Yes, and then you bring it back to Asia and it's like,
I'm rich, you know. Hello,
So
girls.
good.
Dang, you know.
just kidding. Yeah, so it's so much better.
Yes, but like the things that you need to know is like you're gonna have go through the hard time
It's
first.
very hard. Especially, you know, especially for us, like we have it set in Asia, you're so comfortable. So to be able to leave your comfort, you know, you have a nice place because you're already earning money, to leave your comfort for a dream. And then the first 2 years of your dream, you're really like not earning enough. It's so hard to stay and like keep trying. So yeah, that's the challenge. But the pro of New York is, of course, when you finally get your momentum and you figure out how things work, then you earn much better.
Wow.
Yeah.
What made you stay in the modeling industry when the competition is very hard?
I think I'm a very competitive person, so I like competition.
Okay.
I think, yeah. And it's just so rewarding when you win. You know, when you finally win, it's so rewarding. And when you're chosen by a brand, I really enjoy being able to bring to life their vision. I like being part of the creativity of this industry that way. So I like it because I get to win sometimes. You know, I don't always lose.
Girl.
You know, we're all winners. Yeah,
yeah.
We have our own timing. You know.
Okay. What?
Yeah. When
Monica, you got rejection, girl.
they're like, oh no, you're not for us. And how do you feel?
Really?
Yeah,
They said that?
Yeah, they'll be like, no, you're not for us.